Y'all, it's Betsy, and today we have a fun video for you. We are going to be testing out the new Colored Raine Juicy Boost palette. Now, I purchased this on launch day, and it came to me yesterday, which was Monday, August the 24th. And I'm super excited to play with this because I saw this color story and was like, I need this in my life because y'all know I love a bright, colorful eyeshadow palette. Now, this palette retails for $52. And it comes in the beautiful unicarton that matches the inside of the palette. And this is all based on the owner's love of juicing. Now, this is a Black-owned beauty company. And then on the back, it tells you all of the eyeshadow names and the ingredients. This is cruelty-free and vegan, lasts for 12 months. And it is made in the USA. Now, the middle row, most of the shades that are in the red pink family are pressed pigments. So in the US, they're technically not considered eye safe. And what that means is because they cause staining, not because anywhere else in the world, they're considered eye safe. So it looks like this, absolutely stunning packaging. This is giving me life. This is all kinds of 90s vibes whenever I was in kindergarten. Now this is going 80s, 90s vibes. This is gonna show my age. I was 89. I had shorts that were this color on one leg. They were bike shorts. And then the neon green shade on the other. So this is what the inside of the palette looks like. There are 15 matte shades. So all of these colors over here are mattes. And then we have 3 of their metallic shades. So we'll start off just like we normally do by swatching. And I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna hold this and swatch. So we'll start off with the top row and then kind of go from there. So first off, we have Blueberry Burst, Coconut Water, Cucumber Avocado, and Mint Leaves. So they look like that. So let's go ahead and swatch. Blueberry Burst, Coconut Water, Cucumber Avocado, Mint Leaves. Now these do feel really nice and soft, so we'll see how they apply to the eyes. I did watch a video over this yesterday. Karen Harris and Britt Clark did a live stream with it, and they were struggling a little bit, so that doesn't give me high hopes, but we shall see. So next up we have Energy Boost, Kale Yeah, Sweet Ruby, that feels awfully chunky, and Pink Grapefruit. So that's what they look like. So we've got Energy Boost, Kale Yeah, Sweet Ruby, Pink Grapefruit. Okay? Which, I mean, you can already see there is a little bit of staining on my fingers. Okay. Next up we have Cranberry Vanilla, Berry Beet, Watermelon Detox. That Watermelon Detox shade reminds me of, I don't remember that neon-y pink shade that was just in the Clarity Cosmetics. And Apple Strawberry, which is a good deep red. So we've got Cranberry Vanilla, Berry Beet, Watermelon Detox, and Apple Strawberry. Okay? Almost finished, and we're just gonna swatch on the other side of my arm. My arms are not very long, I'm very short. But I do have major amounts of staining, so I think we're gonna go in next, well, we're gonna go in with Lemon Wheatgrass. That is a gorgeous gold. Citrus Zinger, Ginger Bay, Turmeric Shot, or yeah, I think that's how you say it. Okay, so that's what they look like. So we've got Lemon Wheatgrass. That is a beautiful gold. Ginger Zinger, or Citrus Zinger, Ginger Bay, and turmeric shot, okay? And we've got 2 more. We've got orange carrot and sweet potato mango. Orange carrot, sweet potato mango. I really like how those swatched. So I think, because I've seen other people playing with like the pinks and the greens, I think what we're gonna do today, because this is just a first impressions, is play with the bottom row, because I am wearing, when we went to the gallery this weekend, I bought this cute Chippendale shirt. Isn't that adorable? And it's got those oranges, kind of fall colors. I think we're gonna stick with that. So first thing we're gonna do is start off like we always do with this priming our eyelids. I'm using the Pretty Vulgar eyeshadow primer. And you get to see my hair in all its natural glory today. Isn't it great? It's such a frizzy mess right now. But I have bigger fish to fry this week. We are preparing for Laura, so if I look like I've been crying, I actually have been. I have been an emotional wreck trying to get prepared, trying to video and stuff for insurance. Because some people, you know, you'll see YouTubers say, well, this is what I would start over with if I had to restart my makeup collection. This is something I actually have to really think about, because so we've had Imelda last year, Harvey in 2018. So this is our 3rd hurricane in 3 years, our major flooding event. So we're not sure what's going to happen at this point. We are not planning on leaving, but we're not braced for a direct hit. But if it changes, we might. It kind of just depends. So I just have a Cuvage, just a fluffy blender brush, and I think I'm going to start off with this shade Citrus Zinger, because I tend to start off with the lightest shade first, and that is not giving me very much color, but I figure on some of these they would show up better if I were using like a white eyeshadow base. But I typically tend to stay away from white or light colored eyeshadow bases, because I want to see what the true colors are, because not everybody uses eyeshadow primer, and a white base can definitely start to look ashy on a lot of skin tones. So right now I'm just kind of blending that in. I mean, it's not a bad shade, it's just, it is coming off much more, well, even on my arm, it's not as baby yellow looking. So let's go ahead and put that all over. And I know I'm kind of going basic with it, but I haven't done an orange look in so long. And we are getting into fall, and fall makes me happy. So I figure we will play with some fall colors. So just blending that. Okay, so now I think I'm going to use the same brush and go into Ginger Bay, just to add a little bit more depth into the crease, which isn't doing a whole lot. It is kind of on the ashy side, but it's okay. And this might be one of those eyeshadow palettes that works better stamping instead of blending, but I like to have a very blended, blown out, smoky look. So kind of just depends on everything. Okay, so I've got that color on. Now I'm going to grab another blender brush. This is just a Morphe brush, came from, I think this came from BoxyCharm. So we're gonna go into turmeric shot, and as you can see, it's still a fluffy blender, but it's more flat, so I can really concentrate that in the crease. And when I do these, I don't like to sit there and edit out all the struggles and things like that I have with eyeshadow, because I have quite a bit of experience with eyeshadow, and if I have issues, other people are going to as well. You know what I mean? But I just absolutely love Karen Harris and Britt Clark. Okay, so that's building up nicely. And we still might play with some of the greens on the underside of my eye, but I really wanted to play with the oranges for this look. Okay. And I'm just keep building, and it is Fallout City. And if I tap, can you see that, all that orange? It is going everywhere. But it's okay. I was so excited. I've been waiting and waiting for this palette to come out, because Colored Raine has an amazing formula, but I didn't buy the Queen of Hearts palette, even though I heard so many good things about it. But I did buy my sister for her birthday or Christmas the Safari palette, and it is her go-to favorite palette. And I've heard so many good things about the Vivid Bright pigments, but I haven't ever been able to catch it in stock. So they're blending together nicely. I don't have any harsh edges. It's just, it is definitely not as vibrant as I thought it would be. So I think I'm gonna bring that up higher than I normally would, just to kind of get some more color up there. Yeah, because I have older eyelids. You know, I'm 37 years old. They're not as taut and tight as they used to be. So I want the colors to be seen. Okay. So I like that. Now I need another small brush. Let's see what we got. Okay, so this is a Morphe M506, just a small blender brush, and we're gonna go into the shade Orange Carrot, which is definitely deeper. Okay, so that's deepening it up. But I felt like the oranges and brown shades that were in here really felt nice. And when I'm blending, I'm not getting any patchiness, but you can definitely see the depth with that orange. And I love that sweet potato mango. It is a very poopy brown, which I love shades like that. I love those grungy kind of colors. So. And as I've said before, I am not a professional makeup artist by any means. I do know a little bit about makeup, but I know how to do it on myself. And I'm good at doing it on my daughter, but pretty much mainly on myself. This is that original Cuvage brush that I used with Citrus Zinger, and I'm just kind of going back over and making sure all of the edges are nice and soft, because I don't want any real harsh lines. Now, when I did that, I need to add a little bit more of the Orange Carrot. There we go. And I know this is pretty much always the eye look you see from me, but this is what suits my eye shape. I don't have enough lid space for a halo eye. So I'm going to use the same Morphe M506 and go into Sweet Potato Mango. And we're just going to use that on the outer edge, which I wish there was a little bit more depth to that shade, because you look at it and it's not really adding a whole lot of depth. But I'm kind of stuck there because there's not a deeper orange or brown to really work it out. And if you can't tell, I just wiped that away. Look how much fallout. And it ain't going anywhere. I'm gonna have to get a makeup wipe and clean that off. Okay. And the amount of eyeshadow and stuff that is all over my desk from this palette is crazy. So we're gonna add some glitter glue, which is what I always do for a shimmer shade. And we're going to use lemon wheatgrass all over the lid. So this is just a BH Cosmetics, just a flat brush. Y'all know that this is what I always use. Not this brush in particular, but a brush that's this shape to blend in the glitter glue. Because that to me helps a lot with fallout. So I'm just gonna use that same brush that's already got a little bit of glitter glue on it and pick up some of that gold, which I really love that gold shade. It's almost a greeny gold. Okay. And we are going, instead of kind of stopping at the edge, I'm coating the entire lid with it and almost creating a cut crease, but not really. It's like a faux cut crease because I'm lazy and don't want to do the work to pull out it all. And I think I'm going to play with this again, like using my P. Louise base, which has some color to it. A little bit lighter color to see if I can get a little bit more vibrancy from this. But, okay. This is that Morphe M506 that I had the deepest orange and kind of brownie shade. And I'm just going over the edges to soften them up. So I guess this is where I'm going to stop for right now. You can see. Doesn't look the worst, but it doesn't look the best. And we'll go do the rest of my face and then we'll come back and do the lower lash line. So I'm back. I have the Midas Cosmetics in Neon MUA Noon palette because this is from their Dusk Till Dawn collection. And that is my bronzer, blush, highlight. It looks like this. This is the second time I've used it, and this palette is gorgeous. And they have it for every skin tone. And then for lips, I use the Huda Beauty Lip Contour in HBIC. And lipstick is the Gucci Satin Lipstick in Susan Nude. So, all in all, I think things look okay. Not the best, but not the worst. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna play with some of the greens on the lower lash line. So I'm going to use the Kell Yeah color. And this is that same Morphe M506. I'm gonna dust it off because I really don't wanna mess up my base makeup. And we're going to apply that under the eye. And just blend that out. I like to do this a lot where I'm playing with color and mixing color, but by doing like a different shade on my lower lash line versus my upper, that is a pretty shade. So now I think I need something just a tad bit smaller. I'm gonna grab, this is Write Your Story. It's just a smaller fluffy brush, kind of more condensed from Tarte. This is part of their Sugar Rush, and I'm going into the shade Mint Leaves. And we're just using that to blend out Kell Yeah. So I'm kind of a fan of the green and the orange together. So we'll go ahead and line our waterline. This is the ColourPop BFF Gel Cream Eyeliner in Catsuit. It is a teal because I figured it would bring out the teal in the Kill Yeah shade. Look how pretty that color is. Okay, let's put on some mascara and I will figure out what I'm gonna do for inner corner highlight, because I don't really feel like unless I'm doing an all matte look, which is very few and far between, that there is a good inner corner highlight color in the Colored Raine palette. And I still think it's a beautiful palette. It definitely is not as vibrant on the eyes as it looks in the palette. For $52, there are better vibrant eyeshadows, honestly. I do think it's pretty. I'm just not sure if it's worth the price tag. So I'm gonna go into the highlight shade from the Noon palette and just use that in my inner corner just to add some brightness, because I always highlight my inner corner, and if I forget, I always feel like the look falls a little flat. So let's talk about this palette. Off the first impressions alone, do I think that this is the best Brights palette out there? I do not. I think it's a gorgeous palette, but I don't really think it's worth the $52. Now, if they do a sale, it might be worth it to you, but again, it's all on personal preference, and it isn't the easiest palette to work with. And I have palettes that have these kind of colors in it that I can get the same kind of look for a lot easier. So remember, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and if you hit the notification bell icon next to it, that will notify you when I post new videos, which is every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I have been posting a lot of bonus videos because I've gotten in a lot of new stuff. But I guess that's it. So don't forget to check me out on all my social media: Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram. And we'll see y'all later. Bye.